Yo, fam! Yeah, you. I know. I saw the 130 views too. Get back on the computer. I can show you what to do. Pull up your Facebook Messenger and search Hot 97. You see it. Click Get Started, then go ahead and submit your track. Now your music gets pushed to over 50,000 Hot 97 curators who listen, rate, and give you personalized feedback. And if you really got that heat, then you'll be propelled to the top 20 leaderboard, where you'll have the chance to get in front of record execs and open up for Summer Jam. But lastly, you can come up to the station where you'll be featured on Who's Next Leaderboard Live with me, your boy, Sha Boogie. But stay locked, because we're about to go live in 3, 2, 1. What's going on, world, and welcome back to another edition of Who's Next Leaderboard Live. It's the voice of the young people, Sha Boogie, and today is another Wacky Wednesday. I have 3 guests here that are bringing that fire. Now, one of them, he's from Brooklyn, so you know he's on his Brooklyn BS. You know that. My other friend, let's just say, he's very, very good at managing things, all right? And thirdly, Harlem. Icy Gang. I'm going to tell you more about that in a second. But for everybody out there, I need you guys to listen up very carefully, all right? Now, as you know, our top 20 leaderboard is Stay Lit. And we are picking one finalist from our leaderboard to come to our showcase on July 29th at SOBs. We are collaborating with Empire Records, and we are going to shut down SOBs like we always do here at Hot 9, all right? So please, everybody, continue to make sure that you submit your music on Facebook Messenger and see if you guys has what it takes, all right? Now, our 3 guests for today. I got my man Loyal Duce in the building. Brooklyn is heavily in the building, and he brought some moves for me to do, all right? Secondly, we going uptown to Harlem. Now, I grew up off of Max B, so when I saw this track, I knew that I needed to have this guy up here. SNS Icy Gang is in the building, and my big bro, Jamal Jimoh, all right, my man from Premier Music Group, is in the building today as well. Now, I had the chance to sit down with my man Ra and Just Dills the other day, and we actually picked the top 5 artists off of our leaderboard, and we actually put in a little video, all right? Take a look at this clip.
Caesar, yeah, I was just parked with the bands outside. Diamonds gon' spark when I get outside. Rockin' cold hearts when I step outside. Looking like a dart when I get outside. Everything I put on is OD.
Look at me for taunting. I'm kinda litty now, so I could get your bitch if I wanna. And I'm on marijuana, bending corners. I'm on paper, but I still smoke. These niggas still joke. Been a I don't know.
Yeah. Like taking a bullet, trigger and pull it. Like we didn't just catch feelings, kick it and cool it, baby, that's bullshit.
Somewhere relaxing on the boat, feeling seasick, throwing up some hazard on your throat. But I'd rather be dead than to see yo saying there's no yard, or flying in the lid, disappear under the radar. We back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I got my man from Premier Music Group.
Yo, how y'all not following me?
Hey, Mr. Jamal, tell him, how they not follow you?
Y'all, happy to be here. I'm a little bit, it'd be better if that follow button was clicked.
Well, how about this? You're gonna gain a follow with me today.
Y'all ain't do no pre-production. Y'all ain't clicked that. Somebody's getting fired. I'm firing the PA
Don't
on
shoot
my way
the
out.
messenger. Don't shoot the messenger.
You're good. I'm firing the PA on my way out, though. Just
say
to make
no
myself
more.
feel better.
So, Mr. Jamal, what's
My
up,
man,
baby?
I'm good, man. How you feeling?
How's that? I feel great.
Good.
When I heard that you was coming, I did my homework, all right?
I appreciate
I saw what
that.
you did at Global Grind. I read.
I appreciate that, man.
And
Thank
to
you.
start this off, I'm going to let everybody know, he was working with Justin Bieber before he was Justin Bieber.
I mean, he was always Justin Bieber.
What? You know how I say. I'm just trying to make it sound. All right,
I appreciate you hyping it.
Oh, come on now, Mr. Jamal. Now, a 13-year career so far, or is it 14 now?
13.
13-year career, man. Like
If I wasn't getting paid, I technically doesn't count as part of it.
You would have lied?
Yeah, so 13 paid years.
Tell me about how your transition from starting from Island Def Jam and now transitioning years later.
So Island Def Jam was, and I say this, it's boot camp in the greatest way possible. Like it's 2 storied labels, like a famed music group. It was one of those things where you can't pay for that kind of education. Like it's like you're learning from legends, really. Like at a point, Jay-Z was my boss.
Okay.
And after Jay-Z was my boss, L.A. Reid was my boss.
Okay, so we're looking at the early 2000s when Jay-Z
When you
was
say it
the
like that,
president.
it makes me sound old. That's crazy.
No,
But yeah,
look, I'm old. I'm
No,
getting
it's-
old.
but yeah,
Just look.
I started at Def Jam in 2005.
Okay, so that was when Jay-Z was president of Def
Yep.
Jam around that time. Okay.
So I've learned from and had moments with absolute greats, executives who have changed the way music is consumed, changed the way marketing is done. And I was at Def Jam for 5 years.
Okay.
Left in 2010, started to take on working with Nick Cannon at Incredible Entertainment.
I definitely had a chance to read about that.
And so I was his general manager for 5 years. After that, did some indie work, worked with the Children's Hospital, just helped them with their marketing, did some projects that were a bit more fulfilling for the soul. I was just kind of music made me a little bit worse for the wear. So I just took a step away to kind of do some work that felt a bit more fulfilling. And yeah, I came back to music a couple of years ago, started at E1, and was heading up their urban digital marketing, pardon me. And from there, I was brought on board, approached by the gentleman who had founded Downtown Records, who were talking about bringing kind of an agency approach to music, and that was Premier Music Group. That's the picture, really. That's the.
That's a pretty cool picture. That ain't a bad picture. You better have to holler at me
that
after this.
That in no way represents where I am currently. But yeah, it was. They approached, and that was about 14 months ago, and we launched Premier Music Group. Pardon me. And we've had a chance to work with some tremendous artists from Kuko to Ty Dolla $ign, Georgia Smith, Anderson .Paak.
I love Georgia Smith. I love Georgia Smith.
Phenomenal.
I think a lot of people kind of slept on Georgia Smith.
I think with imports, we have a tendency to kind of overlook it, just because we get really particular about homegrown talent at all the wrong times. Like we never. Like it's not a regional thing, which it absolutely should be. Like you should fall in love with homegrown talent. New York should fall in love with New York talent, the way that Cali shows love to California talent, the way that like it's an age old. Like certainly love what you love, but people can't rise from out of your region without getting that love shown at home.
So in my world, I look at you more of like a marketing guru. Could you kind of
guru is a strong word, but I appreciate
it.
It
It is a strong word.
I will take it.
Kind of elaborate. How did you kind of get into marketing? Like, was it something that you tried out and you said, "I'm going to stick with it," or was it?
Trial and error. A lot of error. I did some. It's a study of evolution, right? Like it's just I started as most kids from New York do.
That's a nice picture.
Appreciate. Yeah, that's the corporate headshot. I turned my corporate headshot day into picture day and sent out holiday cards with that same picture. But so I started out as most people as most New York kids tend to do, born and raised from Far Rockaway. So rap
from Far Rock.
I am.
Okay, big up the Far Rockaway.
Bay Towers. So yeah, I started out and rap was it for me first. Like I thought I was going to make it as a rapper.
You thought you was going to make it.
So through high school, college, it was rap. It was doing shows at places like CB's, Lions, and all of that. Realized that rap maybe wasn't the way for me. Like I wasn't going to make it battling. I just didn't.
So you said, let me try to find something within.
Well, I still love music, and I loved the sensibility around music. I started to fall in love with what was behind the scenes. So started working with some people that I'd been rapping with, that I'd seen at open mics, and just kind of helped with a lot of the design work around them. So whether it was helping them with MySpace pages, helping with kind of the A&R process for mixtapes and albums that they were doing, I just sort of found out that I was more in the way of management and ideas than I maybe was for rap, except for occasionally helping with some writing. And yeah, it took hold.
Now you spoke about trial and error, right? Now I had the opportunity to actually watch your interview with Global Grind. You had a quote in the very beginning, and it was saying, "Don't take life so seriously.
You'll never make it out alive."
And now I'm for one, Jamal, I don't take life seriously. I do. Don't get me wrong.
To a point, absolutely.
To a point, of course. Right. But I tend to look at the best picture out of things, right? Okay. Can you elaborate how that mental helped you drive through this force of the industry?
Man, as much as we love music, as much as we love entertainment, as much as we rise and fall with all that this industry brings with it, we have to understand it's not life or death. It matters. I don't want to take any of the seriousness or any of the sincerity away from it. It does matter. But everybody's making it home at the end of the day.
Right.
You know, certain things might happen. You might not have as much money as you thought you might have. You might not make as much as you thought you were going to make. There's an ebb and flow. So things do fluctuate and change. But when you look around, particularly in times like this, where there's so much horror happening in the world around us, we're specifically put in these positions, and we're blessed to have these positions where we can bring joy and relief from all that goes on around us.
100% agree.
You know, like, we have a president who doesn't care much for people of color or people, period, it seems. Women, any of them.
Yeah.
Like, music is an escape. It's not life or death. And so we need to take a little bit of that and just understand that there are going to be days where your call's not going to be returned. There are going to be days where things might not go how you want them. But what you always know, no matter what, is that you get it tomorrow. There will be another day.
Absolutely.
And you get a chance to do better, to learn from your mistakes, which a lot of people don't do.
I think I needed to hear that. I needed that message.
I'm
going to tell you,
share it.
if you didn't
I'm
need that
happy to
message
share it.
out there, I needed that myself. So I'm thankful for that message,
Absolutely,
actually.
man.
I'm definitely thankful for that message. Now, besides you managing, besides you being a marketing guru, I know you got an ear for music.
I sometimes listen to music. If you catch me on the street and you ask me if I listen to music, I'll tell you that I stopped listening to music ages ago.
Well,
when
look,
a rapper
I'm
killed my
going to
uncle.
need your help. Now,
Rap
take a
didn't
look.
actually kill
I
my
want you to
uncle.
take a look at this over here. Now,
All right.
this is our Facebook Messenger screen, right?
Okay.
This is where artists submit their music from all over the world, and we sit here and we play it, we rate it. It's either it's hot, it needs work,
Okay.
or it's trash. And Jamal, you about to get
This
down.
is gonna be
get
fun.
down.
Now, this is gonna be.
So-
I'll say something trash.
So
in a
here's
heartbeat.
Back to the Party. Don't get me wrong, I trashed it.
I appreciate the artwork.
Let's see what Back to the
Or I
Party.
appreciate the stolen artwork.
And I'm holding your heels, but we're staying home tonight. Bought these from a boutique, and I hope the dress fits right. Don't want to control you, I want you to know you're mine. Spend so much time on money, why don't we spend some time? Yeah. Favorite friends, favorite homes, girl, you know the deal. Christmas lights, so the vibe is right, and the moonlight, girl, you know the deal, yeah. Behind you, and it feels right, girl, you know the deal. In the back of the party, this is how life is supposed to feel. Sing it into our lungs.
Now I'm not gonna lie, Jamal. I don't need you to lie either.
I wasn't planning on it.
You gonna let me and the people
I
know.
wasn't planning on a lie, but there.
Now, was it hot? It needs work, or was that straight up basura? You let me know, cause I'm ready.
Can I combine multiple? It was.
Can you?
It wasn't my cup of tea.
It wasn't. It wasn't mine either.
I don't want to ever say somebody's work and somebody's passion is basura. It's not something that I would go out of my way to consume.
It's 2019. It's a
I
summertime.
appreciate the experimenting. For me, it was basura. I wasn't a fan of it, but it needs work. Like, they need to. I mean, first, just
I don't even think the
At
lyrics
first
went
sight,
along with the beat.
you couldn't hear the lyrics, so it needs to be mixed.
Now, you told me that the best thing about this track was the
artwork, but the artwork is stolen. Like, I love that artwork. Period.
So
my aunt had a velvet painting of that hanging in her living room for the long. Like,
velvet?
I love. Come on.
Oh, that
man.
might be a
Black
good.
light
Yeah,
poster.
that's
You're
I'm feeling
right,
that
no.
vibe.
It was just framed
Now,
properly.
44% said that it was hot. 44% said that it needs work. Jamal, 13% that it was trash. So I'm not too sure if we looking at the
that
same
first
thing.
44% might be
His friends.
which is good. You need the support of your base.
Well, listen, that thing was right here.
Is
That thing was right
Can we
there.
put it in like a recycle bin? Does it have to be like just throw it and
In
like
case
let
we
it
wanna
get some-
reuse it?
Yeah, like let them.
Somebody pass the blue bin.
If they mix it, if they rewrite, if they think about the direction, like the singing was way. All right, it was trash, but I don't think it was trash without reprieve.
All right, so let's check out another track. Here's
All right.
J Doug, featuring Gingerbread Shorty.
Gingerbread Shorty,
Rush Hour. That sound
man,
alright.
You know I love some Gingerbread Shorty, man.
You know who that is?
I've never heard of them in my life.
Got a deal, they ran me up, I never signed. I come from behind with the quick fist to snap. Walk around the town with my mind on the rhythm, on the rhythm. First off, I know I ran my mouth like I'm shady. Never knew a football hit's the only thing that made me laugh laugh, laugh, laugh. I scuff the grass, grass, grass. Your ass, ass, ass. I cash, cash, cash like a sick big wig with friction gainer with the pigs. Cause of slander, rat pack, whack, attack, flag, a bisquick. Made him puke up the ointment. Fought the point with pens and arms and hammered the grandma. Sipping Shirley down and shorty just a slurpee just to please me. Whack, crack, rock, soda can with the ashes. He passed it, I smashed it. Rush cashed in. Fun though, we rumble, be easy. I wish that I'd free him. The TV.
What did you think? Do you even want that? Yeah, that wasn't it for me.
Jamal, I'm a little stressed out, man. I'm a little stressed out. Jamal, I think it's about that time. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
What were the percentages on this?
First we gotta rate it. Let's just put what we know it is. Put exactly what you know it is.
Put trash.
All right.
I would put needs.
I need
work
our
just
producers to
be
put exactly what that is. Let's scroll down. Oh,
wow.
Now I know, Jamal. I know
That's overwhelming. That's overwhelming.
But I also know that we ain't deaf.
Who are the 27%?
27% think it's hot. 20 other percent think it needs work, but a whopping 53.
I would give the 20 because theoretically everything needs work, right? You can always improve upon.
But that's why you start from the bottom.
But
this is the bottom.
That's below the bottom. You might have to put that out on the curb.
So I guess we might have to shoot that thing right there in that hoop.
That smelled like Chinese food that was left out overnight. That wouldn't.
We gotta throw that right back in the garbage.
You ain't gonna make it to the NBA.
Let's
no
make
time
that.
soon. You ain't gonna.
Shut up.
Nah, you didn't. I saw your follow through. It was wrong.
It was bad. I keep telling him he can't beat me in ball.
It's questionable.
So do you now? I don't even know, man. Like that wasn't good. Let's do one more. Let's see. This might be it for us. Street Queens, Bad Bitch Alert music video. Let's see if she got it. Let's see if she got it.
Fucking with no average. Fucking nigga, make a fucking dick thing. Bitch, you better catch the ass. Fucking nigga, make a fucking dick thing. He ain't fucking with no average. Fuck a nigga and a friend. I'm a bad bitch.
Bad bitch alert. 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 We gon' show these niggas how we work. Bad bitch alert. Bad bitch alert. Bad bitch alert. Bad bitch alert, bad bitch alert. Bad bitch alert, bad bitch alert. We gon' show these niggas how we work. I'm a bad bitch, and I'ma show you how I work. Jumped on the stick and I made this ass twerk.
Well, you know, Jamal, here on Who's Next Leaderboard Live, I sometimes, I scratch my head a lot when I'm looking for great picks. I think that needs work.
I'm not even gonna hold you. That's the best record we heard so far.
It is, and that's why I said it needs work.
All right, here's the thing. Be honest. This is a safe place. Be honest. If you just heard the song,
if I was in the club,
and you didn't see the video,
the girls would go crazy to that. The girls would go crazy to that in the club.
And here's the thing. Maybe they're just really smart. Maybe Street Queens Kings is really intelligent. Maybe they, here's the thing. If Yachty can write a hit record for City Girls, you eliminating the middleman. I don't need no man to write my shit. I'm a man who's going to perform my shit as a woman, and that shit slapped.
But now,
that was hot.
But now check this out.
I would listen to the whole record. You was dancing. I saw your shoulders moving.
I did.
Yes.
Now, to key into what you said, this is innovative. I don't think we've seen something like this in hip-hop yet.
Here's the thing. I mean, we've seen it in bits and pieces.
I love the bravery.
But hip-hop's homophobia will always win over, so it's never going to be a thing where it won't.
I love the idea. The idea. Shout out to Street Queens. Definitely big up to salute to them.
Look, here's the thing.
It needs work to me. I think it just probably a little more 808s, a little bit more.
The video started with I don't know, you got to use a gender neutral pronoun, right? So or a non-binary pronoun, whatever. Where they were in the locker room with the rest of the girls getting ready and their dick was on the counter. That was weird to me. But the rest of it was terrific. I thought I actually enjoyed it. It was
all right. So we just gonna go.
They had Ciroc. They had Woman Turn. No, we gonna go with Hot. That was the best.
It was
songs.
hot.
We are grading on a curve.
We
are going with Hot.
We got Hot. I say that.
53%
said that it was hot, Jamal.
Look at me.
Jamal, you know what you're talking about.
I have a career in music ahead of me.
Stop playing, boy.
I have a career in music.
Stop playing. 0% said
this rap shit gonna work out.
We almost was 1%.
Because it doesn't need work. And here's the thing. Honestly, maybe 47%. It's jarring for them. So part of that 47% probably doesn't like it just because it's away from what they're comfortable with.
Right.
But it was if you were just listening to that record.
If you heard that record spinning in the club.
If that shit comes on in the club, I'm grabbing a ginger beer and I'm two-stepping to the middle of the floor.
Wait, a ginger beer?
I don't drink.
Apple cider?
Apple cider in the club? You a wild nigga.
Well, you drinking ginger beer. You drinking ginger beer? That's even.
If I'm bringing my own, I'll go with water. Water's everywhere. I'm not drinking apple cider. I don't want to trust no club that got apple cider in it. That's out. No, that's not me.
Now, Jamal, I thank you so much for coming. I had so much fun. Now, can you tell everybody where they can follow you at? With I know you got projects coming out. I would like to think that everybody thinks projects are music and albums. We got projects coming out too.
I have some things in development. When I'm awake, I'm working. When I'm asleep, I'm on call. But no matter what, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, talking to Gang of Trash at Jamal Jimoh.
And I'll follow you. You're gonna earn a follower.
Yeah, it's not up there now. I saw that blue and that PTSD kicked in.
That's my fault.
Yeah, now I'm gonna go through the production room and just do the show myself.
That might have been Chanel.
Nah, Chanel wouldn't do it. Chanel gets too many texts from me too randomly, too often to not follow me because she knows I'll call her out on it. Chanel holds me down way too much to be, so that wouldn't be her.
Big shout outs to Chanel as well.
Appreciate
Now, our next segment, my man Ye Ali. Yo, 7. Ye Ali was here. Now, Ye Ali came through. He stopped at our My Grind segment. Let's take a look at that clip.
Yo, this is Ye Ali, and this is Who's Next, My Grind. We've got a couple new projects. So the EP, which is about 6 songs, it's a collaborative effort with R&B artists from Portland, Tyus. So I did some production on there, and that's coming out in about a week or so. So it's more sensual, something you play after 1 a.m. with your significant other, you know, just to kind of set the mood. But my full project is called Private Suite 2. That's coming in June, and so some rap, strip club anthems. We got some R&B, romantic stuff, and yeah. So it's more of I call it a tape because of the structure. Like, I like to mix rap songs with the R&B songs. So yeah, just having more fun on it. But yeah, that's coming in June, Private Suite 2. One group of people, I make music for girls to get dressed to, like to go to the club, in the bathroom with their friends, playing music to get inspired, to look good too. I had a girl actually tell me that in a club, like in college years ago. She was like, yo, I got something that's gonna change your life. If you make songs for girls to get ready to, you got it. And so that stuck with me. So a lot of the times it's just for women, and guys like what the girls like. So, you know, you gotta start with the top tier and everything trickles down, you know, so yeah. I am a platinum producer and songwriter. So, you know, I'm working with your favorite artists, writing, producing. So that expands my fan base a lot. You know, working with artists, you get their fans once they see the connection, and once they have a favorite song and they find out you produced it or wrote it. That's the way to extend your fan base. And so that's something I've managed to do in between me dropping projects. It's been 3 years since I put out a full project, and so a lot of my notoriety and stuff since then has been production and writing, and that leads people back to my solo music. So it all intertwines and interconnects, but the more I work with, you know, bigger artists and produce and write for them, it elevates my stature. So that's what I do, aside from, you know, doing music myself, hitting the road and things like that, yeah. A lot. I went to school in Indiana University, and so I think a lot of my college experiences helped mold who I am. I went through a lot in school. You know, I pledged Kappa. You know, I was in relationships. I got in legal trouble. I got good internships. I got arrested before. So it was a bunch of stuff that happened in 4 years that I was able to, like, so many relationships, heartbroken, breaking hearts. It just makes for so much material. So a lot of this stuff I make music about is still about freshman year, damn near. Like, you know, the college experience, like, got me out of my shell more. My friends encouraged me to do music. They heard me freestyling one day, and they were like, yo, we'll take you to the studio, we'll pay for it. We got, you know, just, you got it. And so if I didn't go to college, I would have never done music. So I think school is a big impact on, you know, what I write about, who I write for. School is so diverse, you know, black people, white people, all socioeconomic backgrounds. It just allowed me to be able to ingratiate myself with any group of people without really trying, just being honest and being forthright. And so I think a lot of people feel that, you know, the stories are genuine. So yeah, they're all true. SoundCloud helped a lot. Spotify, Apple have helped a lot. Joe Budden from the Spotify podcast, him and Rory and Mal and those guys have promoted my music for about a year and a half. Putting the song as sleepers, or just talking about me period on the show, and then people hit me up like, oh shit, Joe Budden mentioned you, like I'm a new fan, I'm about to listen to you. So yeah, you know, a lot of people in New York support me, a lot of outlets, and so a lot of personal connections, and people ended up working at labels or wherever they work, but I got in a relationship with them and built rapport, and then they happened to work for somewhere really good like Genius or something like that. So really it's the people, and then the people propel me via their job or whatever new endeavors they're doing. And so since I'm solid, they just, you know, Apple, my friend works there, and like I didn't even know she worked there until she told me. I just was, you know, talking to her. And so, you know, things like that happen when, you know, good people connect with good people. And so yeah, those are some of the outlets. And I'm forgetting people like YouTube. Instagram in general has been a huge tool for me. Yeah, so shout out to IG for sure. This is Ye Ali, aka Trap House Jodeci, and I am Who's Next.
And I said a couple more shots till the nigga faded. Fading off your love. Pick you up right now while you got me waiting. I think I got a ball. Every time I think of it's a celebration. Baby, let's turn up. Patron lemonade, you can barely taste it. That's what's in my cup. Patron lemonade, you can barely taste it. That's what's in my cup. Patron lemonade.
Baby, you sexy as fuck, and you looking real good on my arm. And when you cut to the crib, right at the door, you take your panties off. Now we making love to Max B. Now we making love to Max B. Now we making love to Max B. Shorty so wavy, shorty so wavy. Now we making love to Max B. Shorty so wavy, shorty so wavy. Now I'm a special all them nigga with a wave that you like. You ain't planning to be long when I'm staying the night. Hit the lights, I'm gon' do you right, I'm gon' do you nice. Kiss your neck while I lay the pipe. Your fish, she gon' bite. And doggy style, she out. She like to get wild, she like to go down. Plus, shorty a threat. I hit her from the back, singing calm, I connect. If she gone, show respect, she gon' give me that. Yellin', take that, like a Diddy track. I be hypnotized, cause she juicy like a Biggie track. It all started in the club on a litty night. When she smiled, I knew I did it right. Then I said, baby, you sexy as fuck, and you looking real good on my arm.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Our big shout out to my man Ye Ali for passing through for our My Grind segment. But right now, Harlem World is in the building. Yo, SNS, what up, baby?
What's happening, baby?
My boy,
Happy
welcome. Now, for everybody out there that don't know, this is one tall motherfucker. Let me tell you that now. All right? Now, SNS, what's up?
Hey, happy to be here.
Now, we going to jump right into it.
Let's
That Max B vibe that's out right now.
Yeah, sweeping the streets.
Whoa. Now,
I
grew up listening to Max B. I was in high school, so from 2006 to 2010, I was waved out.
Perfect years.
What I can tell you right now is, since Max B's been locked up, I have not heard a flow or something with an ambiance that made me feel like the wave was home.
Yeah.
That record right there, that makes me feel like Max B ain't go nowhere.
Absolutely.
How did you come about with that track? Like, give me the facts about that track, man.
All right, well, you know, not to dip into nothing else and make it crazy, but you know, I had an experience similar to the video. To some Max B
you had you a little rendezvous
to some Max B music.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? To the song Porno Music from Max B.
Respectfully,
so, you know,
now that's okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
can I just ask the kind of liquor that was in this, so I could kind of paint the vision?
Nah, this was Sour Diesel in the mix.
Oh,
you know
so you ain't have no?
Nah, it was no liquor. It was
respectfully,
Sour Diesel in the mix, you know what I'm saying?
That's
so,
a nice.
You know, so I'm one of those guys that come from that same type of era. You know what I mean? I was bumping Max heavy. I was a kid that wasn't, when I was first starting, I wasn't really making a lot of choruses. So I had to, my pops, I was making beats at the time when I was making my records, and I would sample stuff. So the chorus, I have a filler already.
Okay.
And my pops had to tell me like, yo, bro, we can't clear all these samples, so you're gonna have to, make some hooks. And then I listen to Max B heavy and 50.
I don't think a lot of people know. Like, you want to tell them who your father is?
My pops is DJ SNS.
The big dog.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You see, I try to like sway it.
Because I'm like, I don't even think people know who your dad is, man. Like,
nah, facts. Yeah, that's DJ SNS. He told me that, so I had to really just study some guys that I really look up to when it came to hooks, which was just Max B and 50 Cent, and just give the real ones who, you know, who can't sing, but make them want to sing some shit, you know what I'm saying? Oh, sorry. Make them want to sing something. So me, that's where it came from. And then I just felt like, yo, every time I did hooks, people would tell me, yo, you were giving me that Max vibe right there. So I kept it because we in an era where it was a bunch of auto-tune that was going on. Right. So, you know what I mean? I only do the auto-tune once in a blue. When I do my choruses and they melodic, they come off sounding like some Max B joints. Okay. So for that, I'm like, yo, I wanted to do a record where when I pitch it to people who don't know Max B, it's gonna be a dope club banger.
And then they're kind of fall in love with your sound so they can understand where Max B was.
Exactly. Okay. You feel me? So there's people like you who knew Max already. So certain lines in the song you gonna know where they came from. Thanks. So for the people that don't know Max B, it's just a dope regular club banger to them. So they're gonna like it anyway because it's
catchy. You definitely paid homage to the great Max B.
Oh, absolutely.
Too. And he's coming home.
Yeah, yes, so he is. Free Max B.
You might have to get him on that remix now.
Absolutely. Free Max B. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Todd Black. He's his manager right now. He been rocking with me for a little minute. His other manager Gillette, she Harlem Matriarch, she been rocking with me. His aunt V, she been rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people around Max been rocking with me, and they seen the influence that he got on me. So when I came out with this,
it's a lot of love.
Yeah, it's a lot of love. When I came out with this record, right before I came out with it, I sent it to all of them first, and they loved it. You feel me? Then they seen what the people were saying to it, and it's sweeping the streets right now.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe right now.
Now speaking on love, I happen to know so many artists, dope artists coming out of Harlem. From Vino World to Neek Bucks to TJ Porter to Vina Love, like you name it. I think Harlem right now in New York City, Harlem and the Bronx are driving our music right now. They're on the front seat.
Well, we gotta add. I'm a Harlem, but we gotta add the BK.
Don't get me wrong. Right don't get me wrong. Pop Smoke got the streets right now.
To the party
don't
right
get
now,
me wrong.
Crazy.
But I mean, throughout this 2018 to present,
that's perfect.
The Bronx has Harlem and the Bronx, Uptown has really been throwing that music out there. What do you kind of feel about the state of Harlem and the music, and how do you kind of fall into that loop?
Well, with the names that you just said in Harlem. I feel good. That's a good list right there. We all putting in pain. How I fall in that is because I'm doing everything that they doing, and we all doing different stuff, but it's some next level stuff. We ain't just doing nothing regular. Like I was holding it down for a little minute. I'm glad to see people like Bucks in the mix now. Bucks killing. Vina Love killing. Vino World killing. You know what I'm saying? We got up and coming artist named Rick Hundy, Rich Ice. Both of them are killing. Jacquay killing. Nino Man killing. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Uptown is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? That's just in Harlem. Music. You know what I'm saying? So we killing, and we just all putting up because if you really look at it as far as like hip hop is concerned, we don't really have a lot of big artists that come out as far if you compare them to the other boroughs.
I'll say the biggest artists that come out of Harlem throughout these 2, 3, 4 years, I'll say Dave East.
Absolutely.
I'll say Dave is
I meant period though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I meant period. You could probably count on these two hands of the artists that came out, period, on that large scale. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So we come in there in abundance right now with a bunch of the names that we just named.
Many.
You know what I'm saying? But if you think about it, like, that's why I appreciate it more now, because at the time of coming up, you see there was a whole lot of Brooklyn artists, there was a whole lot of Queens artists, big guys, even from the Run DMCs and the Big Daddy Kanes to the Nas and the LLs to the Jay-Z's and Biggies. You know what I'm saying? It's been a plethora of Brooklyn and Queens artists. Now there's Bronx heavy popping right now. They doing their thing.
From A Boogie
to Lil TJ to Dice Peso to Nah Bugs to Snoopy De Niro. You know what I'm saying? To AIGs to Leak Benji. It's a lot of guys in the Bronx doing their thing. Cardi B. You know what I'm saying?
So now, with you being in Harlem right now,
home of the drip, home of the real sauce.
What's the summer looking like for y'all, man? What's the summer looking like for you?
Oh, man.
Project. Well, I want you to let everybody know what projects what could we expect from summer 19 from SNS, man.
Oh, I'm glad that you said that, because to start it off, we're gonna be in Harlem. We're gonna be in the Bronx this weekend. My mom's opening up a restaurant, called the Candy Shop. She doing wild home cooked food.
Okay, so
soul food.
I know where to hit up in Harlem when I need some food. All
so
right.
It's gonna be a vibe.
That's your mom's.
Yeah, that's my mom's.
All right, so Mama SNS, holla at
it's
me.
lit.
I need
you know what I'm saying? That's the start of it.
Yams?
We got everything, bro. She got Henny wings.
Henny wings?
Henny wings.
What about the
Ciroc
Duce wings?
She got
though?
Duce wings?
Say that. Hey, yo, Ra. You know what time
yeah, it's a
vibe.
It's a vibe. I ain't gonna lie, it's a vibe.
And it's called Candy?
The Candy Shop. You know what I'm saying? Then we got, we still pushing Max B vibes because we still getting play. Shout out to my guy Drewski. He just played that on Sunday. So we killing right now. So,
any show appearances?
Yeah, we about to do a show on SOBs on the 21st. You know what I'm saying? We killing. I got a Love Me Now Before the Old Love Me concert series. That's the name of it because I got a movie coming out this summer.
Wait.
Yeah.
Did you just tell everybody that you got a movie coming out?
coming out this summer.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we got Morris Chestnut is in the building, y'all. Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? I got my own movie coming out. It's called Love Me Now Before They All Love Me.
That's dope.
It's inspired by a 2017 project I did called Love Me Now Before They All Love Me. It was a vibe because at that time I had Love Come Down rocking. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So at that time it was a lot of people that doubted before that was trying to be my best friend right then and there around the Love Come Down era. So I just named it Love Me Now Before They All Love Me.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lifestyle. So we got a concert series popping. We got some merch popping. We're gonna do the movie screening in Harlem.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna definitely have some invites. You're gonna pull up on us. It's gonna be a whole lot of Dykeman games that we gonna pop out to. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of cookouts, a lot of nice cookouts.
Morningside. You can find me on Morningside cookout.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be on Morningside heavy. The CC show gonna have everything recorded. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a vibe this summer. We're gonna have a lot of nutcrackers outside. You know what I'm saying? Pull up on us. It's gonna be a vibe this summer. Real
Say that,
nice.
champion. Now SNS, I thank you so much for pulling through. Coming
I
through
appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Now, DJ Enough has a show every Thursday called the DJ Mix of Me, and where if you submitted your music, DJ Enough and other DJs, Cast One, Drewski, you name it, they actually will sit down and take the time, listen to your music, rate it, and give you some feedback.
Okay.
So we're gonna take a look at their clip that they had last week. Let's see what they was talking about.
Let's do it.
Thanks for being a part of this. Thank you, Martell, for sponsoring this. Let's get right into it. Polo G, Pop Out, featuring Lil TJ. This record's been sitting for a minute. It's already been moving. Why haven't we voted it in yet? I don't know. We should have already been, right? We're late on this. I like this. We're late on this. You said voted in mix show? The mix show, yeah. So we could just make sure the record label's still going for it. So I'm with the gang, and it's gonna be a robbery. So this Tate's favorite song.
The hood loves this.
Favorite song. Hey.
Get. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now you just saw DJ Enough and the crew at the Mix of Me, but right now, I only mess with that chick if she nasty. Yeah, Loyal Duce is in the building. Loyal Duce, what up, baby? What's the word, my boy?
Coolin'.
Now, Loyal Duce, I'm going to just start off by letting you know off the rip. When I tell you I didn't have a clue who you were until one night at the Culture Fest. I went to the Culture Fest. It was, I think it was last month. Shout outs to Gangtivity, Fleego, Banvito, Mitch. Now, I was there with my boy Ra. And we enjoying the Culture Fest. You know, we doing our thing. We go to the back, and I literally see a mosh pit. Everybody's wilding. The song is playing, and I don't know who sings the song, where is it coming from? 3 weeks. It took me 3 weeks. I'm on YouTube. I'm on all these places. One day I asked my man Fleego, because he was one of the people turning up to your songs.
Yeah.
I said, yo, Flea, who sings that song? He said, you don't know that? That's my man Loyal Duce.
Well, that's my guy, my son
Loyal,
Fleego.
once I got in tune, I had to get you up here, man.
Big Trim Facts,
you have one of the
that.
biggest records right now. I don't even want to say in Brooklyn, because I feel like when I'm uptown, I hear it. When I'm in Queens, I hear it. When I'm in Staten Island, I hear it. Talk about that track, Nasty, for me, man.
Yo, no funny shit. I made that shit in the studio on we was partying on some party that night. Go back to the crib. Came in the crib like 5 o'clock. Staying in the crib recording. And then fucking, no funny shit. I swear to God, I start humping the mic, bro. Like,
you start humping the mic.
That shit.
Now, show me. Could you show? Nah, do it. I'm doing with you. Come on. What you want to do?
I swear to God, the fucking mic was there. I was like, I can only fuck with that bitch. She nasty.
So we was like that?
That's how you get in. Yeah,
Okay.
That's how you get in. You gotta get
And
in
how
that
did you?
way.
Now tell me about how the dance. How the
what
dance
camera I'm
part.
looking at?
You right here. This would be your. You
I'm
can
a
talk.
natural.
Now what? Now tell me about the dance. How did you come up with the dance?
It's like a simple like on some 1-2 step shit. Like it's just like right, slide, step,
Slide.
step, slide.
Now
step,
imagine seeing
shit.
30 dudes doing that at one time. That's how it was for me. All right, now this is the clip. Now is this from a party or performance?
That's my mixtape release party.
Okay, this was
Where
like
that
2 weeks
shit was
ago.
like
Matter of fact,
a couple weeks ago.
right. Now, also aside from that, I've been seeing some people are on you.
Yeah.
People like YSL Records, Thugger.
Yeah, fact.
Tell me how did that come about?
No funny shit. I feel like that nigga just be trolling me right now, like on some bad ass shit, just playing around and shit.
All right,
Like-
so like, do you kind of feel like you want to get in connections with them or do records with them? Because I mean, Thugger, I think Thugger and you on a record would be crazy. That would be
shit'll
big for
crazy,
Brooklyn.
But that's up to him. You feel me? Like I can't even speak on that shit. You feel me?
So tell me now. I saw this last night. You made your own double XL.
Gang, get in.
Now, do you
Double
feel
XL.
like this would be you next year? Is this you talking into existence?
That's me every day, nigga. Fucking me. He talking about. That's every day.
So now tell me about the whole big trends movement. Now, see, that's the hashtag. That's the thing moving now. Big trends. Tell me about
Big
that.
trends is like the big trends is just the big trends slack. Like I'm the big trends, but everybody the big trends. You feel me? Like everybody who trending that's making some shit happen for themselves, they trending. You feel me? Like they making it happen. You feel me? It's just,
All right. So
it's like a movement.
I ain't
you
gonna
feel
front.
me?
I'm big trend too.
Yeah, you.
I'm big
yeah,
trending.
see, you know
I'm big
now.
trending.
Yeah, we trending.
Big
Big
trend.
trends.
Big trend.
Big
How you
trends.
do
The
that shit
biggest.
again?
The biggest trend. Yeah, nasty. Busting in the antics.
Ooh, stop playing.
They might have to put the camera on his feet. What y'all doing? Get him in.
So now, describe your music for the people that's never heard your sound. Describe your music for somebody that's never heard Loyal Duce. They never got a chance to get in tune.
Yeah.
Describe your sound.
My sound is like I ain't gonna front. Like I just got like a whole lot of shit that I be coming up with, but it's on some like I really be on some melodic shit. Like I find out like how the beat sound, and I like try to like cadence my voice towards the beat.
Okay.
You feel me? And just
So do you look
play the
at
words in the
your
right
music more
direction.
as a hobby or more like an art now? Because I'm sure it started off as something that you just it was cool to
I
do.
mean, I guess that shit always been an art, but like it was a hobby at first, but it always been an art. You feel me?
All right. Well, look. Now, for everybody
working.
out there that hasn't gotten a chance to listen to Loyal Duce's music, we gonna play some of your joints real quick, and then after
Big
that,
trends.
we gonna get a live performance of Nasty from Loyal Duce. So stay
Dang.
tuned. All right, stay locked. It's Who's Next Leaderboard Live.
Appreciate.
You better duck or get hit. 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 My niggas pull up with them sticks. Nigga don't fuck with that bitch. She fuck with the opposite. She sucking dick cause it's lit. I call it a lick on the lid. My niggas pull up to the crib. We find a way to get in. Setting the tone in this bitch. GBBP with the shit. That's just the game that I'm in. Life is the game that I'm in. And my niggas play for the win. And y'all niggas play to pretend. Free Billy G from the pins. Real nigga get it in. You know we gon' ride to the end. My nigga don't lie to my mans. Don't get slapped with the gun in my hand. We came for the money in grams. She roofied his cup with his Zan. Finesse a nigga out his bands. He could've went one with the fam. But Sonny, he put out a can. And that was the moment he ran. You better duck or get hit. 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 I can only fuck with
that bitch if she nasty. Yo, shout out to Hot 97. Who's next for having me here? Gang, gang. Fuck with that bitch if she nasty. I can only fuck with that bitch if she nasty. I can only fuck with that bitch if she nasty. I can only fuck with that bitch if she nasty. I can only fuck with that bitch if she bestie.
She can only suck on his dick if she asks me. She can only suck on his dick if she asks me.
I'm baiting.
She can only suck on
Get in,
his
get in,
dick
get in,
if she
get in.
asks me. I can only
Hey.
fuck
fuck with that bitch if she nasty.
She ain't got no money for this dick, don't you ask me. If you got the money, bitch, still you gon' ask, please. You ain't got no money, bitch, girl, you don't.
I ain't
Paying for that whack-ass pussy, girl, you can't tax me. My futon, shots, I keep my shoes on. Don't stop, pop that pussy like it's Uncle Luke on. Girl, my dick ain't too strong. Girl, my dick ain't too strong. Tell that Black China bitch we can make a new porn. If you hating on me, better look at the reviews. On some rap nigga shit, I had to fuck her in the stew. You and you come through. I know she tryna fuck me cause I'm getting to this loot. I know she tryna fuck me cause I'm all in the loop. The price is going up, shit ain't having an excuse. I don't want the pussy cause I just want the neck. I only want that pussy if it's coming in.
I only want that pussy if it's coming in cruise. Bitches Loyal Duce who provided the juice.
Don't be tryna watch the moves while I'm sliding through. You fucking or what? Yeah, and dripping it up. Do say she be sipping it up. Big pink ball picking it up. Close for the plug picking it up. Getting so with my dick in the guts. Digging them out.
Don't care what she
Talking about. In the trench trying to figure it out. She gon' get the dick in the mouth. Ooh. I can only fuck with that bitch if she nasty. If she vasty.
I can only fuck with that
With the bitch if she vasty.
I can only fuck with that bitch if she nasty. I can only fuck with that bitch if she nasty.
I can only fuck with that bitch if she nasty. I can only fuck with that bitch if she nasty. I can only fuck with that bitch if she nasty. She can only suck on his dick if she asks me.
She can only suck on his dick
if she asks me.
She can only suck on his dick
if she asks me. I can only fuck with that bitch if she vasty.
I don't give a
fuck, bitch, think she classy. Drop down to your knees, bitch, tell them shit's ashy. Why she throw it back, let me slap on her ass cheeks.
While I play the mix on SoundCloud from Vassy. Trench.
Yo, y'all got the paper that I gotta read with the porno shorty, the actor trick that's in the back. I bait it.
I can only fuck with that bitch if she
nasty.
I can only fuck with that bitch if she
nasty.
I can only fuck with that bitch if she
nasty. I can only fuck with that bitch if she nasty. I can only fuck with that bitch if she nasty. I can only fuck with that bitch if she nasty.
I can only fuck with that bitch if she nasty. I can only fuck with that bitch if she nasty.
She can only suck on his dick if she asks me.
She can only suck on his dick if
Alright, Loyal Duce just shut down the Who's Next Leaderboard live
gang,
stage.
the Big Trends. You already know what the fuck going on.
Big Trends himself.
Antics.
Now, once again, everybody out there, continue to submit your music on Facebook Messenger. On July 29th, we are at SOBs and we're teaming up with Empire Records. Alright? So make sure you guys submit your music and you guys can be there. I'll see you then. This is Who's Next Leaderboard live with the voice of the young people, Sha Boogie.
Don't bait. You all baited.